Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome back. You know, our next guests are the CEO and co-founder of Bronx Native and brand manager. They join us to speak about how their business has continued to not only survive, but thrive during the pandemic and how they have worked to continue helping their community. Please welcome to the show, Amaurys Grullon and Josue Caceres.
Yeah. What's up? What's good?
What's up, everyone? 2021.
Shout out to my
Let's
people
go
out
live.
there.
Let's go live.
Let's go live. What's up? What's up?
Tell us about all the wonderful things that you guys are doing during this pandemic.
Yes. Before we start, I just want to say something. Fun fact, right? In 2017, January 9th, almost today's what? January 7th. On January 9th, 2017, Bronx Native had his first live broadcast on BronxNet with you. It was me and my sister.
I remember that.
For the first time, right? This is the first time we were ever on an interview on TV. So this is a pretty historic, iconic moment. We're returning back, you know, after years of being in the journey and everything. And we just want to say thank you, Bob. Thank you, BronxNet. Thank you for everything that you guys have done for Bronx Native, for us, to continue grow. You've always been a platform. You guys have always been there for us. And you guys were the first platform to showcase us and to tell our story 3-4 years ago. So much love for that.
Yeah. Well, Josue and Amaurys, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Welcome back. I'm glad you got your feet wet. And now here we go, 2021.
2021, man. We have a lot of great things happening this year. You know, we had an amazing collaboration in the end of 2020 that is going to continue on to 2021. We have a book coming out. I'm going to let Josue talk a little bit about the 2020 collaboration we did with the Bronx Brewery and how we have a book coming out in the few days coming up. You know what I mean?
Well, tell us about it,
for sure. Yeah, so we did a collaboration with the Bronx Brewery, also Bronx Native, and BX Writers, which is a platform that I have under Bronx Native. And basically, we asked everyone to submit a phrase 2020. It literally, you know, it ranged from so many different things. You know, people express feelings towards COVID, towards the fight for Black lives, towards some people, you know, they just experienced so many different things. And we took all these phrases and put it onto one label on a beer can. And we also did some merch that went along with it, you know, some sweatshirts. And we're gonna finish it off with a book that's gonna have everybody's message all into one published book. And it's amazing. It's great for the people. And it's you know, it's sort of a time capsule of the year that was 2020.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. Amaurys, Josue, you guys got to send the crew some of your merch.
Yeah.
So we can wear it. We can wear it. We can do the Run DMC pose.
No facts. We have to. We gotta send y'all merch. We gotta send y'all everything.
We're gonna send
Much
y'all
love,
the book,
always.
the merch, all that.
The book.
Yeah. So you got together with the brewery, right? The Bronx Brewery.
Yes.
Are you going to do a signing down there or something? I mean, the book is out in what, 3 days or so?
The book is going to come out. You know, we're going to do a little pre-order first. And yeah, you know, now, of course, because of COVID and all these things, all these restrictions, it has been hard for us to continue when it came to, you know, having events, having gatherings, which was overall a big part of our business. But that was one of the things that COVID has kind of limited us in, kind of not in a permanent way, but in a long timeline, right? We haven't been able to really have our open mics that we have weekly. We haven't been able to have community events, workshops, our financial literacy workshops, right? Things that we were doing on a weekly basis. But you already know we've been able to adapt, restructure, and add new elements and things into our business, into our ecosystem to be able to survive and strive during this pandemic, during this current climate, which has been incredible and crazy.
Amaurys, what are some of the things that you guys had to do to adapt?
Yeah, you know, when it comes to, we had two commercial spaces that we were operating from, right? So we kind of got a hit from that. We had to close our commercial spaces during the pandemic. We were able to have our flagship store survive, and it's still open now. But we had to increase our e-commerce, right? Our online store, our online presence when it comes to social media, when it comes to engaging with the community. You know, it was just media creation, right? It was just how do we kind of just sit down and now, you know, they say the new normal. So we had to change it up and switch it up, and that's what we did, you know.
Yeah. Josue,
So
I heard that you guys were featured on Netflix.
Yes, no. We have been featured on Netflix. You know, we've been working with a bunch of different companies. That's one thing that 2020 and 2019 has brought to us, right? Our collaborations with these bigger platforms like Netflix. We've been on Viceland on a show called Hustle. We've been featured in multiple things. AOC had a documentary called Knock Down the House, you know, and we worked with Netflix together to create a marketing and an advertisement campaign. And we made a merchandise for them, right? We've recently worked with PayPal. We had a documentary come out with PayPal about the pandemic and how PayPal was able to work with us in partnership to help us get away from the struggle that we were currently having during the pandemic.
What do you have around your neck?
This is a local handmade scarf from local talent here. You know, we love to support all of our people, all of our creators, all of our entrepreneurs out there. So much love. You know, this is the time. Explore, create, and make it happen. Look at this. Beautiful, beautiful. And it keeps you warm. Come on. What else do you need?
If I can just add to what Amaurys was saying, you know, that's something that I've enjoyed working alongside Bronx Native, you know, is the community outreach, you know, and that has allowed us to get on, you know, these platforms like Netflix and Viceland, you know, like we just did Bronx Giving, where we donated to-go meals, you know, to people in our community. And it's just, you know, the little efforts like that really, you know, it makes us all worthwhile for us. So
Facts.
That's beautiful. And that was around Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah. So it was the third year, the third annual Bronx Giving, and it's on Thanksgiving, you know. And we every year we usually gather in a church and provide home cooked meals. But this year we did the to-go bags. We have a video on our YouTube, on our Instagram page. Everything is documented, and we're gonna do it forever. We're gonna do it every single year, and it's gonna be.
I like what you guys are doing. Everything's positive, you know. But give us a roundabout view of everything that you guys are doing and how you're helping our community through art.
Yeah. You know, one element for us that is highly important when it comes to our brand is social impact and social change, right? We want to see our people succeed, our people strive, a better way of living. We want to change the narrative, right? Us growing up in the Bronx, you know, we you know, me personally, and I love the Bronx, the most beautiful place on earth, right? But why do we still have these systematic ways of living still? Why do we have these struggles? Why do we have these lack of resources, right? Lack of financial literacy when it comes, you know, education, creativity, just empowerment, right? And we are here to say to our people in our communities, Black and brown, immigrants, right? People that, you know, we're here. Do you can do. Your environment does not depict your future. You know what I mean? We want to see positivity. We want to spread love through the arts, through the experiences that we create, through all these things. So we make sure that everything under our ecosystem, Bronx Native, BX Writers, BXN Records, all of these things have a purpose. We are a business with a purpose, right? Yes, we are selling merchandise that inspires, that empowers, you know, we are sustainable, but at the same time, everything we do, we think about the community, for the people, by the people, and that's just the foundation of Bronx Native from the beginning.
Yeah,
so
boom.
That's it, man. That's it. You know, doing good.
Now say that in Spanish.
Ok, aquí Bronx Native es un negocio que no solamente tiene ropa, pero también tiene un propósito. Ok, nosotros estamos aquí para representar nuestra cultura, nuestra historia, nuestra gente aquí en el Bronx. Let's go, man. Let's do this.
Started from the bottom, now we're
here. Hey.
No, man.
But yeah.
Josue, we have anything coming up that we can talk about that you would like to share?
Yeah, like we said, we're coming out with the book. Of course, some new merch for the new year. And just stay tuned. We're working very hard. Like Amaurys said, it's very important for us to put our people on and be that resource, for our community. So we definitely have a lot of projects coming up that is heavily community involved. So just be ready for that.
All right,
I just want to say one last thing. One project that we do have that is really important. We are opening up our print shop called South Bronx Press. Yes, print shop. Anybody out there that needs a merchandise, that needs a shirt, that needs print, design this, contact us, Bronx Native. We will create not only your design, but we will print it on a shirt, we'll print it on a hat, and we got you. All those small businesses, all the established businesses, all the organizations, all the nonprofits, everyone that needs merch, hit us up. South Bronx Press. We got you. Let's do it.
Oh, you're tattooing merch. Right. You're tattooing merch.
That's it.
Hey, that's something right there. Yo, we're gonna tat your merch.
That's it. We're gonna tat your merch. Made in the South Bronx. Let's go. Let's do it.
Oh, I love it. That's beautiful. What's the website?
The website, everything. You can find everything at bronxnative.com. That's it. bronxnative.com, and social media at the Bronx Native. Or we have an Instagram too for at South Bronx Press.
Thank you guys so much. A whole lot of fun. Josue and Amaurys, we appreciate you guys, man. Keep up the good work. Again, we can go to that website. Everything can be found where?
bronxnative.com. And our social media at the Bronx Native.
There you go. So throw your hands in the air. Wave around like you just don't care. A garage is in a prayer to stand. Let me hear you say, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
We'll take a break. We got more coming up next on Open.